Alleged election irregularities in Serbia. The opposition accused President Aleksandar Vucic and his governing populists of gross violations in Serbia's national election. About 59% of the votes were cast in the presidential election. That's more than enough to keep Vucic in office for another term without a runoff vote, according to a partial count by the non-governmental Center for Free Elections and Democracy. As a result of his non-vaccination against COVID-19, Novak Djokovic was deported from Australia in January. 6.5 million voters were able to pick a new president and parliament, as well as local administrations in Belgrade and over a dozen additional cities and municipalities. An hour before voting closed, turnout was at 55%, higher than previous Serbian elections. According to the Center for Free Elections and Democracy's early count, his Progressive Party-led alliance received 43% of the vote, while a combination of center-left opposition parties garnered 13%. Ipsos and CESID pollsters anticipated Vucic would win approximately 60% of the votes. Pre-election polls suggested Vucic would win a second five-year term and his right-wing Serbian Progressive Party would retake the majority in the 250-member legislature. Analysts suggested opposition organizations had a possibility of winning in Belgrade, a setback to Vucic's increasingly dictatorial authority. Several abnormalities were noted by the opposition organizations. Opposition election monitors alleged rampant ghost voting, with governing party volunteers offering money in return for votes. An opposition politician was beaten up outside Vucic's party headquarters in a Belgrade neighborhood. A governing party figure was allegedly assaulted in Nis. He's been able to get help from the fact that his country has been through many wars and was bombed by NATO in 1999. Although Serbia seeks membership in the EU, Vucic has forged tight connections with Russia and China, capitalizing on Serb animosity of the West following the 1999 NATO air war. Russia invaded Ukraine, but Serbia hasn't joined Western sanctions on the country's longtime friend, the Russian Federation. Embattled opposition parties have likewise mostly avoided openly criticizing Moscow. Russia has endorsed Serbia's claim to Kosovo, which proclaimed independence in 2008.